All right, what do we have here? Okay, this one. All right. So there's a woman on TikTok claiming that banning corn in America is somehow dangerous for women now. Yeah, you can't make it up. Okay. You're going to hear her say that it'll hurt vulnerable communities. It'll put strippers and cam girls out of work. Yeah. You're also going to hear her try to justify that this is just another attempt by the government to control women. All right. So let's hear what she has to say. They all have the same look to them. I'll give my feedback at the end.
That would ban corn in the United States. And this is dangerous for women. Now, bear with me because I know it sounds kind of counterintuitive. I think a lot of people believe that banning corn might actually be a good thing. It's doing a lot of detriment to young people and really warping their minds and their concepts of consent and normal, healthy sexuality. First of all, a lot of women are going to be out of work, and they are going to be the women who are some of the most vulnerable people in society. So we're not just talking about people who literally exchange sex acts for money, as you might be thinking. We're talking about strippers. We're talking about cam girls.
And what do you think strippers and cam girls do? You think that's the only thing they do? You don't think that they're selling box on the internet? What's wrong with you? Not to mention, I thought women were the most highly educated in the USA. Come on, man. Let's continue. I don't want to get triggered by this lady here.
Like so many other things this administration has done and continues to do, this is ultimately going to be about controlling women, because watch how quickly, if this passes, they're going to start changing the definition of what corn is. First, it's going to be, graphic sexual images of sexual acts taking place. And then it's going to be women being topless on any social media. And then it's going to turn into shirts that are see-through that women.
What's wrong with that? No one wants to see your nasty titties. No one wants to see all of that.
Wearing, and then it's going to turn into skirts that are too short. And do you see where I'm going with this? They don't want us to be able to exercise any sort of freedom when it comes to what parts of our bodies we show and to whom. So right now, maybe it's like, okay, well, they're trying to ban this thing that could be really harming the children. But eventually, your backless dress that you posted a picture of yourself wearing on Instagram is going to get you arrested.
And this is what they always do. They always have to go to the extreme. They did this with the abortion ban bill, and this is exactly their talking point. It's always like next level fear mongering. But let's be real. Nobody is marching into your bedroom and snatching away your rights. What's actually happening here is that a system built on porn addiction, sexual dysfunction, sexual deviancy, and digital prostitution is finally being challenged. And the people crying the loudest, they're not protecting women. They're the problem. They're the ones protecting their profit. She's not talking about empowerment. This is not empowerment. She's talking about exploitation with the Cash App tag. Let's stop pretending that being a cam girl is the modern feminist dream. You're not fighting the patriarchy when your rent is paid by lonely men in their dusty boxes. That's just nasty. And the idea that banning porn is going to devastate somehow vulnerable women? Give me a break. If your survival depends on simping strangers and selling nudes to married men, maybe the problem isn't the law. Honestly. Now let's talk about the facts here. The bill she's referring to and she's fear-mongering about is called the Interstate Obscenity Definition Act. It simply says that if you're putting graphic sex acts on the internet and it's made purely to arouse, not educate, not to inform, it can legally be considered obscene. No more hiding behind community standards, no more loopholes, just a national definition for a national problem. This isn't about silencing women. It's about silencing the degenerate mess that's been passed off as entertainment for decades. It's about telling the porn industry, time's up. You've drained enough dignity from this generation. So no, it's not a war on women. It's a war on the system that's been exploiting them while destroying men. Now, here's what I'll say. I'll end with this. Any man out here that's got a bottle of baby oil right next to him watching porn is gay. All that shit is gay. I'm going to leave it there with say you agree with them. They all look the same. They all have the same look. All she's missing is pink hair.